All right, everyone. Welcome to Ladies Night. All right, it's me, Dame. I know it's not a very imaginative title showcase. All right, I'm just gonna talk about a few things. That some of it to showcase, some of it just to have a discussion. All right. So first thing we're gonna do is let's cover our bases by Fair Use Act. All right. All right, let's widen that bad boy up. All right, all right. So here we go. Let's cover our bases before we show anything else. This channel may contain content not authorized for use by its owner. However, according to Section 107 of the Copyright Act of the United States, the fair use, I repeat, the fair use of copyrighted work for purposes such as criticism. Yeah, we're gonna criticize. Comments, oh, definitely, we're gonna be commenting on that. News reporting, only for those who don't know. Teacher, we're gonna learn something new today. Scholarship or research is not an infringement of copyright. Okie dokie dokie. All right, let's clear that up. Hey, Jody. All right, thanks for coming in. All right, well, first off, we're going to give people time to come in. We're going to start off with um we're gonna start off with Big Chronicle. Now, this one might stir up some topic to talk about, discuss. Let's see. Let's go with it. All right. All right now. It's called Husband Thought Pregnant Wife Was Cheating. Let's see what happens here.
Thank you for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe.
Okay. Yes, he sure did. Should have had the discussion. Okay, she wanted a baby and a family, and he didn't want to have any kids. So instead of discussing it with her or having a conversation out, or he wanted her so badly that he was ignoring everything else. So he wouldn't have a vasectomy. I think he kind of knew that he wanted to have a kid with her, or that he might want a kid one day. That's why he had his sperm frozen. But still, he just made that decision. Didn't give her a choice in the matter. And then he had the nerve to mess up and cheat on her one time. And then you add all that. So yeah, of course she's like, okay, I'm gonna raise this baby without you. You took the choice out of my hand, you know, to have the life I wanted. Because when you don't talk it out and discuss it with them, you take it, you still in the choice they have. And but because you wanted her, and you just say what you wanted to hear, and then go willy nilly do what you want. The guy was being selfish. But no, he didn't want to talk it out with her because he knew that that was really important to her, and if he didn't want to, she was gonna walk away from him. Because that's why he said he didn't want the baby to come in between us. he felt that her having a baby, she wanted a baby more than she wanted him. Now, she chose him. She said she chose him. But he didn't talk it out with her. They could have came to this, come to this decision, that they were going to try. So she's thinking there's something wrong with her. So now she's doubly hurt. He went and got this thing done, knowing she wanted to have family. Didn't tell her about it. And she's gone around thinking that there's something wrong with her. Some women have an issue when they don't think they can have any kids, So going through the stress of that. And because she thought they were on the same page, she thought she letting them down. Dysfunctional. She wanted kids. He didn't. He froze the sperm and cheated. She wanted a baby more than a husband. They needed a divorce. Well, he didn't give her that option. He didn't tell her that. He didn't tell her that until after the fact. After they got married, and then when he get caught, so he used that, well, let's have a baby to get her back, or get her to change her mind, or make it up to her. Knowing that he had a vasectomy done. But these people are not talking to each other. Now they talking, but he had no choice. She was leaving. And because he cheated, he thought she went out and cheated. Now she was pregnant. Well, yeah, Jody, that could be it. There's always that what if. That's the one thing that keeps that's sometimes why guys keep from having vasectomy, even though they have plenty of kids. I might meet someone I want to have kids with, or I might change my mind. Yeah. So yeah, there's always that what if. But there's these guys that be claiming that they don't want to have kids, but they don't do anything. He got a vasectomy. At least he I don't want to have kids, so I want to make sure I can't have no kids. So he went to the vasectomy route. They got guys floating around there. I ain't having no kids. Oh, so you're gonna be wearing a condom? No, I'm not wearing a condom. And I'm like, wait a minute. You're not having a vasectomy. You're not wearing any condom. But yeah, you're not gonna have any kids. My pull-out game is on point. Your pull-out game is so on point. You have this many kids. Okay. Oh, okay, there it is. Here's my next vid chronicle. Now I don't know if y'all went through this. Any of y'all went through this, but I had a friend that kind of went through this to a certain degree with this one. Okay, so the next big chronicle. Let's see what y'all think of that one. All right. Okay, so with that one, all right, a man living with you, your man, your husband has a friend come over, don't tell you nothing, and for him to stay a few weeks. So sorry about that. A few weeks. I had that happen with a friend. It was with one of his relatives, and uh, he didn't let her know nothing. All she knew was okay. He came over, hung out. They didn't want to see the leave. Left them to watch the game and stuff. Went to bed, assuming they're gonna be out the house. She woke up in the morning, sleeping on the sofas, which she's not exactly happy about because she want her sofas to be slept on. But okay, it's like okay, well they're gonna leave afterwards. She go about to go do her thing. They take off to go to work, and she thought, okay, that's it. It's a wrap. You know. Later in the evening, get off of work, they're back. Okay, why are they hanging around here? Don't they have some place to go? Oh, I told my nephew he could stay over. Because his mom kicked him out the house. He need to get him on his feet, but he's gonna work and he's gonna help pay the bills while they're there. I don't want him in the house. It's a 1-bedroom house. It's a 1-bedroom house they stay in. 1 bedroom, 1 bath, and the bathroom is right through their bedroom. hmm So yeah, and like, when you gonna tell me this? I don't want him staying here. But he played on her emotions. Say, well, they family and they help me when I need to get on my feet. They say, okay, just for a month so he can get a few paychecks so he can get his own place. Well, but that was supposed to be for the nephew. But the cousin is hanging around. And it's making her nervous because now they're moving around like they own the place. As I said, the only restroom is in their bedroom, so she could be in the room doing her thing because she don't want to hang out there. Too many men, and they just come and stroll through there, saying I need to use the restroom. Yeah, he and his friend would have been out the same day, not for only one night. But yeah, yeah. But that's how it went for a friend of mine. It's supposed to be just one night. Well, actually, she didn't even know about the one night. She just knew they were there, but they're watching the game, so she left them in peace and went to bed. And she woke up in the morning. They're all spread out on the sofas sleeping. And then she's thinking, okay, sleeping. Maybe they drank too much and stuff like that, or they just passed out. They went off to go to work. She wasn't expecting to see him again after, at least not for next time a game is on, or a few days, at least a few days. Imagine later that evening, come back and they're there again. What the heck? Can't they go home? Oh. I meant to tell you, babe. My nephew is staying with us. What? This not no little bitty boy. This is a grown boy. This is a 20-something-year-old boy. It's like no. Oh man, he's family, and they were there for me when I needed to get on my feet and stuff like that. I just can't, say no. And it's like, oh, okay. That was the way it went for her. this woman at least stood her ground to just one night. Hey, Remy. Yeah, but they usually hit on our soft points, our emotions. Well, well, they were there for my man. At least I could do, to set the ground rules. But they start taking things for granted, and then the cousin didn't seem to go. He seemed to be visiting almost forever. 20 hours in the day.
Mm-hmm.
He never seemed to go home. Hey, Black Knight.
Hey, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Came up here to hang out with you for a minute, see what you guys were up to.
Oh, did you get a chance to see the Vid Chronicle?
No, I didn't. No.
Okay.
No, what happened?
Oh, okay. So in the Vid Chronicle, she has a man with her, and he has a friend over. She's gonna leave to go away for a few days, I guess, so for work or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he's playing a video game, and he don't get up to help her with her bag when she asks him for some help.
Wait a minute. Stop.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. Is this a relationship?
Yeah, relationship.
Are they married?
No. But they live together.
And he's playing a video game?
And he's playing a video game.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead.
He's playing the basketball video game with his friend, and she asks for him to help her with her bag, but he doesn't respond right away. Then when she calls him over again, he comes over. Then she's like, "Who is that?" And it's like, "Oh, this is my friend." And wait a minute, who's this bag for over here? Oh, that's his. He's gonna stay with us for a few weeks. No. She said no. She said he could stay one night. But they're having a little argument back and forth, and the guy felt uncomfortable. So, he said, "Well, I'm gonna just leave y'all to it." And he started heading towards the bedroom, which happens to be her bedroom. So I know he ain't going to my bedroom. Her man is rolling his eyes. He's like, where can I go? And she's like, the guest room. She's pointing in the opposite direction.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Something is weird
Mm-hmm.
about that.
Uh-huh.
They're probably homosexuals because a man isn't going to invite another man into his home to stay with him when his wife is there, knowing that's where he protects his wife. You see, as a man, other men aren't allowed in my house. Why? Because that's where my wife is. That's where I protect my wife and my children. We'll be in the basement, or we're out in the garage, or we go meet out in public somewhere, but not in my house. And he's arguing back and forth with her about letting a guy stay in a house that he don't pay. I'm assuming he doesn't pay any bills.
No, he hadn't paid any bills.
All right, so he doesn't. All right, so he doesn't pay any bills, and he's playing a video game. So again, you have a situation where you have a male who mentally hasn't grown up and wants to behave like a boy, wants to play with his toys, and he wants his friend over to help play with his toys so they can play with the toys together. Both of them are immature. See, I think black women keep falling into this trap, right? This predicament, because they're not paying attention to the maturity.
Mm-hmm.
They're overlooking that. They're just looking at the man. Well, he's a grown, he may be handsome or whatever, but they're not paying attention to the maturity. They're not paying attention to the mentality. If you are with a man, and again, he's got the knapsack on, he has a PlayStation or an Xbox or some handheld game or whatever, then that's a big red flag. That's a huge red flag for immaturity. And then here, he's sitting there playing games with his friend, and he doesn't pay any bills, but yet he wants to assume authority in a place that he doesn't contribute to. Only a child would think like that. A grown man doesn't think that way. A grown, mature man doesn't think that way. Okay? And the fact that he wanted his friend to stay there for a few weeks, what's going on? Y'all in a relationship? She should ask him, are those two in a relationship? No real man wants some dude staying in his house, friend or no friend. I don't even want my brothers in my house that long. And they don't want me in their house too long. Yeah, we'll go to each other's houses, hang out for a minute, have a beer, talk some stuff. Then we'll go sit out on the porch, talk some stuff. And then we'll get in our cars and drive home. Nobody's going to bring some dude into where his family environment is for some weeks. And you haven't even given me a concrete date that he's going to be leaving out. You said for a few weeks. That could be a month, 2 months. You know? There's something strange about that whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? There's something strange about it because, again, a straight man, this is not something a straight man would do.
Mm-hmm.
And ladies, y'all have to watch for these kinds of signs when you have a man that's really, really friendly with another man and want that man to sleep over. Okay, that's a huge sign for homosexuality. There ain't no real man where he take care of his family wants some grown dude sleeping over. And if it was like that, if he lost his job, he needed a place to stay for a few days, we'll go make something in the garage, something away from the family. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Something away from the family. But you're not going to come in a house where I'm raising my children and I'm protecting my wife. That is our sanctuary. That is the salubrious environment that I have created for my women and children. No other man is allowed in that environment. I'm the only man that reigns in that environment. And I'm certainly not going to bring some dude in here talking about, okay, he can sleep. What? That's why I got my garage fixed up. And go out and sleep out there. So that's funny. That's some funny stuff going on. That's some fishy stuff going on.
Mm-hmm. Well, in my friend's thing, it's his relative, it's his nephew, it's his cousin, and he played on her emotion. You know, they were there for me when I was help me get on my feet. I feel I should do the same for my nephew.
That don't have nothing to do with your woman.
Sorry.
You all right?
Mm-hmm.
That don't have anything to do with your woman. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's a personal issue between you and that person. Don't bring your woman into that. She don't have anything to do with that. And she shouldn't feel guilty because you need to pay somebody back. Okay?
Uh-huh.
When I owe people, I pay them back. I don't get my wife involved.
Uh-huh.
She has nothing to do with that. And you shouldn't be telling your woman, well, you know, when I was down and out, whatever, they helped me. Well, what kind of help was it? Because you ain't working. You sitting here playing video games, being irresponsible. So what kind of help did you receive? Maybe I missed something. These are the questions that the woman need to be asking. If they helped you when you was down and out and all that, what kind of help was it? Because they didn't help you get a job, apparently, because you're unemployed. They didn't help you grow up because you have the mind of a child. What kind of help did they give you?
Well, in my friend's case, he was working, and he was helping his nephew get on where he was working at.
Listen,
But,
let me drop some real hard stuff on both sisters and brothers.
mm-hmm.
First to the brothers. If you have a woman that you're taking care of, children, children is even worse. If you got a woman and children and you're taking care of, you shouldn't be out there trying to help another man do anything. You don't have it like that. You need to be tending to your family. You shouldn't be out there for a guy to run into you and ask you for some personal financial help. You shouldn't even be running into you. You're supposed to be in the house, taking care of your business with your family, raising your kids, and taking care of your wife. Okay? And women, sisters, if you were the guy and he's telling you, yo, I got to help my man get on his feet, you need to get rid of him because you are not a priority in his life when you were supposed to be a priority in his life. Okay? You're not his priority. And he's allowing money, funds to leak out of the house and go to a foreign place where you don't benefit from it. Okay? So you find out that your man is trying to help another dude get on his feet. You need to get rid of him because you are not first. You are not a priority in his life. Shouldn't be helping no other person, man. He should be helping you. He should be helping his children.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay, so now this lady I see on the shorts all the time, and she be kind of going on the manosphere. She's very calm. She usually throw words back at him. Now she said something interesting in response to the manosphere's response to something she said.
Okay.
Okay. Here she is. I'm going to play her, and then I'm going to talk about it, and then I'm going to play something in answer to both her response and their response. Here we go.
Fair use.
So recently, I informed everyone about the homeless statistics. What gender was found to be most homeless in 2020? Just a quick recap. 70% of the homeless individuals in 2020 were male. Needless to say, when I informed the manosphere about these shocking numbers and reminded them that they built the world, they were not happy. And like expected, they had to put the responsibility on women to save them from themselves. There's nothing stopping women from becoming construction workers and building houses. Women are welcome to take the burden off of men and become construction workers. Sir, isn't homes a part of the world? Or did you exclude that? Because if you built the world, you should never be homeless. Give a man a fish and he'll eat for a day. Teach a man to fish and he'll eat for a lifetime. You built the world, go build yourself a home. So recently, I informed everyone about the homeless statistics. What gender was found to be.
Okay, were you able to hear what she said?
My issue is if women become construction workers like they say, then they're just going to call them masculine.
But they said women are welcome to be construction workers to take the burden
Well,
off.
then if that's the case, then you can't call them masculine.
Exactly.
Well, how about them calling you feminine?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think black women need to start responding, appropriately by addressing these guys as girly men and feminine men, femboys.
Mm-hmm.
Feminine boys, femboys.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they are. Femboys.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, so there was she was
This one I don't understand, right?
mm-hmm.
How could you be like 6'3", 250 some pounds, muscle, but yet you walk around here acting like a woman? On what world that isn't crazy? Y'all wanna know who I'm talking about? Talking about Shaka Amos. How the hell you 6'2", 6'3", 240 some pounds? Apparently you work out, you got a muscular build. But yet you wearing makeup and what's the reason why he likes Egypt so much is because it allows him to dress in drag. And he can excuse his way out of it. This is what our people did. The pharaohs did that. Those are not our people.
Mm-mm.
And so she's correct about one thing. If you built the world or built everything, then you shouldn't be homeless. How is it that you forgot to build yourself a place to stay?
Yeah.
Right, you shouldn't be homeless.
Yeah. If you had kept them skills or kept trying to keep them skills up, but y'all don't want to do that.
You see, it's always an excuse. Okay, we're not dealing with strong men by any stretch of the imagination. We're dealing with femboys, femmen. Okay? What is the term that I use when a man is so feminine that he thinks he is a dominant black woman? Come on, Dame. I say it all the time.
He's a feminine alpha.
Feminine.
Alpha feminine male. Mm-hmm.
I want you guys to remember that term. I'm going to keep at it until that becomes a mainstream term. Alpha feminine male.
Yeah.
What is the definition of alpha feminine males? It is
Uh,
a male who believes that he
that
is a
he is a
dominant
dominant
woman.
woman.
Hmm.
Yeah. And there's unfortunately plenty of them on YouTube.
Hmm.
Yeah, because the real so-called alpha males ain't worrying about what women are doing.
Hmm.
Mhm.
We got to find a way to spell it right or make it a compound. I want to try to find a way to make it a compound word, so we don't have to two-word it. You know,
Alpha female.
alpha feminine.
Okay, then I don't know how we're gonna compound it then.
I'm hoping that I can use the ph for some. Well, we'll figure it out. But anyway, right now it's two words: alpha and feminine. We'll work it out some other time. And y'all need to understand these terms. Ladies, you need to start addressing these really prominent.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Yeah. All right. All right. So okay, back to what originally was doing. All right. Okay, so they had said that women are welcome to be construction workers to take the burden off the men. Uh, you should be proud to be in construction and building, and
I
you need to
mean,
build in community. But in answer to that, as Remy said, there's women construction. There's a black-owned female construction company.
exactly. Women are already doing construction. They're already building buildings
Mm-hmm.
and stuff and designing homes. You're late.
Mm-hmm.
The problem I have is why are you telling the woman to relieve the burden on you when you are the one that should be relieving the burden on her?
Mm-hmm.
And what kind of conversation you femboys got today? You want the woman to do the man's job? And so
Exactly.
I have to understand something. If they want the woman to do the man's job, what are they going to be doing? Putting on makeup and powdering their noses?
Well, shoes, they
What are
already
they going to be
know.
doing?
They already know about the lashes, the fingernails, the wigs, the hair pieces. Shoot,
And
they
ma-
know and
and
makeup.
and and we also know about Mary with the boots.
Hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep, Mary with the boots. But
Hmm.
let's hear a little bit more on this construction company. It's called the Pink Hard Hat Construction. And do you know there's a female black owned a black woman owns a construction company?
Yeah, I don't, listen. This isn't anything new. Black women have been owning contracting jobs for years, even back when I was in contracting work, and that was over 30 years ago.
But not as her own company. She's usually working for.
Yes, as her own company.
Oh, okay. So there's more than
I
just the
used to
Pink
work with
Hard
her. I
Hat.
used to work with a black woman named Alice who had her own construction company.
Oh, okay. All women crew.
Well, no, not all women. It was a mixture of men and women.
Okay, well, this one is an all women crew.
Yeah, that's fine, but that's unnecessary. Okay,
Well,
the bigger
go ahead. I'm sorry.
the bigger picture is to have the woman own the business.
Yeah.
Okay, and then hire both men and women.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, that would be optional, but the problem is the men. The men don't want to work with the women. In fact, they're giving this woman a hard time. They they are gone in there and giving her construction
Well,
company
let's
bad reviews.
all right. Let's talk about that. They don't want to work with the women. Men who tell you stuff like that are the men who are the type of men that go on the job and fool around and don't do what they're supposed to do.
Okay.
Okay? They're the ones who make excuses.
Mm-hmm.
They stay with excuses. Oh, I couldn't cut the wood because she was over there. Or I couldn't do this because she was over there. These are men that don't want to work, period. They just want to skate by and collect a paycheck, steal hours. Men like that, you get rid of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
I worked with plenty of women on construction sites. I had no problem.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Because I was there to do my job. I wasn't there to ogle at the women and, try to see how cool I was by getting their phone numbers.
Uh-huh.
I had money to make. I had things I needed to do that required money.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't there for some, hey, good looking, what's cooking?
Uh-huh.
And again, and this is also the image or the mentality that is attached to Black males. Most people don't want to hire you because they believe on the job you're not trusted to do your job.
Uh-huh.
They feel that they have to watch you constantly. And many jobs aren't going to do that because that requires man hours. That means they got to pay somebody extra just to watch you to make sure you do your job. So they'd rather not hire you at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I've heard brothers, I've heard guys, and you guys, let me tell you something. The mentality of the street is going to keep you destitute and broke. The more you stay in that street, the more you're going to stay in the street.
Mm-hmm.
You guys run around here with this stupid hood mentality. Talking about your gangsters. You guys aren't street gangsters. Killing each other don't make you a gangster. You don't even know what a gangster is. All you know is what you see on TV. You hear about real gangsters like John Gotti or Nicky Barnes or Bumpy Johnson. Real gangsters. You guys aren't gangsters. Y'all just a bunch of men who have a very dumb mentality. And then look at the music that you make. And look at the videos that you have. Your videos don't even make any sense. Your videos is what's continuing to stunt your mental growth. It's so bad that one video don't look any different from the other. I mean, I'll go on record and say, y'all should just make one video. And every time you make a new record, just play that video because ain't nothing going to change. You're going to do the same thing in that video. You're going to flash money across the screen. You're going to show how many diamond rings you got, gold chains, right? All kinds of, precious metal in your mouth, platinum. Who puts platinum in their mouth? Do you know what platinum is? Who the hell puts platinum in their mouth?
Show offs.
Okay. Right. You put platinum in your mouth, you drinking, you driving fancy cars, and you chasing women. Nothing in the video that you have displayed is responsible, uplifting, encouraging, or positive. How about you make a video showing young black men graduating from college. How about you do that? How about you make a video of young black men and women graduating from the 8th grade and going on to college? How about you not riding, cruising around the campuses, okay? Shaking hands with the young college students, congratulating them for making it to college. Where are those videos at? Why do we have to see the same video over and over and over again? Okay? You got money in your trunk. You got the diamonds all in your mouth and platinum, and you talk nasty.
And don't forget the chains, the expensive
Right.
name-brand clothes,
Yeah.
the cars, the vehicles,
A bunch of
the mansion.
a bunch of dookie diamonds around your neck. Flossing. Just sitting up there, yo. Aren't you tired of doing that? Aren't you tired of seeing that? I don't even have to see the video. And I know it's the same video that I've always seen. Okay? Y'all do the same thing. Every last one of you. You don't have any creativity. You don't have any personality. Your videos don't have any creativity whatsoever. It's the same crap over and over and over again. You flashing money. You driving nice cars. You're in a bar or a club. You with the most champagne. You wearing the latest clothes. Out there giving white designers free advertising. You know, AKA Migos with the Versace. How about you surprise us? What about Sylvia's in Harlem, New York? Famous black restaurant founded by a black woman named Sylvia. How about you make a record saying Sylvia, Sylvia's? How about uplifting your people? Giovanni Versace is dead. He's not black.
Oh shucks! If you're gonna go after a clothing line, go for one
Right.
that's black owned. You know, or
Right.
make one. Shucks! Find a.
How about
a
you? How about
designer
you? Yeah.
that you
How about you? How about you put your name on your own brand? I mean, it's stupid to give people free advertising. You did this with Cristal. You did this with gin. You know, with the gin and juice. You know, we want to drink some Cristal with the real ones. Now it's Versace. Have you guys heard that song? Dan, can you find that song? I want to play that song. We're going to get copyrighted for it, but that's okay. We'll get rid of it.
Okay.
But I want you to hear this song. This is the dumbest song I've ever heard.
All right.
And the sad part about it is nobody is going to tell these boys that the music that they make, right, is psychological trash. I heard some fool say that was the best record made ever. And that Takeoff, right, changed the cadence in rap. He revolutionized rap. Really? You know, it's stupid. And you know, and the videos, you calling women bees and whores. You got women with their breast all out, and behind you promote the very thing that you try to blame black women for. If it was like that, if it was really like that, if you was really about wanting to see black women in a positive light, you wouldn't have them in your videos like that. I don't understand. I'm confused about something.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Yeah,
ready when
let's
you are.
just name, not the whole song,
Okay.
just a little bit. Okay, play.
Versace, Medusa head on me like I'm Illuminati. I know that you like it. Versace, my neck and my wrist is so sloppy. Versace, I love it. Versace, the top of my Audi. My blood get John Gotti. He give me the dust and I know that they mighty.
Y'all hear that? How many times did you say Versace?
Let me see. Three times, about 9.
Let's analyze the lyrics. Hey, Dan, can you pull up the lyrics on that?
Okay.
Go ahead and take your time. Pull up the lyrics. We're gonna break this down and show you how stupid these so-called black hip hop artists are. It's really bad. And then they're not even taking the money away from you now, right? They knocking you off and then they taking your money. And you guys are walking right into a hornet's nest set up by the industry to get rid of you.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you guys are dropping like flies. And you're not going to stop because you don't have any confidence in yourself to be anything else. You're afraid to try to be something else. It's the lazy man's way to say, I want to be a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to be a lawyer. You don't want to be the CEO of your own company. You don't want to be a scientist or a doctor or something like that. You want to be a rapper. You don't want to go to school and study anything. You don't want to become anything other than a rapper so you can just ride around in borrowed Lamborghinis and Lotuses, flash your money everywhere. That's all you guys do. It's in all of your videos. None of your videos make any sense to me, and none of them are worth watching. And the sad part about it is, our youth are watching your videos, and now they want to be like you. They want to be a bum to make it from rags to riches. Okay.
Oh my goodness, he got a hook with just Versace in it.
Yeah.
Or several hooks with Versace in it.
Let's just get to the give me the first line of lyrics.
Okay, here it is. Versace, Medusa's head on me like Illuminati.
Okay. Versace, Medusa's head on me like he's the Illuminati.
Like I'm Illuminati. Mm-hmm.
Right, like he's Illuminati. First of all, Medusa was a fictional monster with snakes on her head that if you looked at her, she would turn you to stone.
Mm-hmm.
What's the next set of lyrics?
I know that you like it, Versace. My neck and my wrist is so sloppy.
See what I'm talking about? See? Nothing there that is positive, inspiring. It's just a bunch of ghetto trash. And this is what goes into the minds of our young youth, thinking that these cats are fly and they want to be like them. What's the next lyrics?
Versace, I love it. Versace, the top of my Audi.
Wow. This is what you guys are listening to. And then look at what happens, right? You done made life for you and your brethren. dangerous. You can't even go anywhere now without getting smoked. Has anybody noticed that? You rappers can't even go anywhere without getting smoked.
Well, shoots, they dropping like flies all over the place.
And
Just
this is what
that.
happens. This is what happens. Okay, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. Trying to be something you're not. You guys aren't gangsters. Who told you were gangsters? I hear all these people talking about you hollering, yo, gangster, gangster. What? You guys are, many of you are high school dropout. Hell, many of you are grade school dropouts.
Mm,
Okay?
I think in Takeout case, I think he did graduate high school, but that's what makes it doubly.
Well,
But anyway.
at least he has a real diploma.
Mhm.
And you got millions of dollars and you can't find nothing better to do than go to a bowling alley, have a party, and get into an argument over a dice game. Y'all in the bowling alley shooting dice for 50 grand a pop. Don't have nothing else to do with your money but to get into more trouble. And here's another thing too. How much partying can you actually do before you realize it's a waste of your time?
Well, apparently a lot.
I mean, I grew out of going to clubs when I was around, I don't know, maybe 20. By 24, I was done with clubs. I was done with partying because it's what? And now you go to parties now, they're dangerous. Y'all can't even go to your own parties because they're dangerous now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then another thing, you guys always trying to flex on somebody because you got a little name, you know, and you forget that you ain't really built like that. And you run down on some Negroes who really are, who really live that life, and then you get shot. trying to play gangster. Knowing you ain't built like that. Mm-hmm. That's all I wanted to say. You can have the mic back.
Okay. Okay.
I'm telling you, message to you rappers, you want to live? Stop playing gangster.
Yeah.
Stop playing gangster. You're not built like that.
Yeah, because then the people you with think you are a gangster and they coming at you like you're gangsters.
The thing about it is, you know, they actually think, you guys do know gangsters are bad people, right? That they break the law, they kill people. They're not good people, they're bad people. So when I hear a young man who has his whole life ahead of him call himself a thug and a gangster, that's problematic. Because now you are, you know, you're trying to replicate what you see or what you think you see, either on TV or somewhere in the hood. You think the Pookies and Way Ways, the street gangsters, are where it's at. They're not where it's at because they eventually end up in jail for the rest of their life. Even Teflon Don went to jail. He died in jail. John Gotti died in jail.
Mm-hmm.
All of them got wiped out. Nicky Barnes, Bumpy Johnson had a heart attack right next to Woolworths. Okay. And the thing about it is, why do you think that somebody cares about you flashing money and you riding nice cars in your video and you wearing the latest gear in your video? What kind of message does that send to the hood? To people who really ain't got it like that, but they're built the way you want to be built. You want to be a gangster. Well, they really built like that. You are not.
That's why y'all get robbed.
Right. Nobody likes a braggart. That's in the Bible. You guys are bold braggers. And you're wondering why you're getting tagged, toe tagged. All you do is boast and brag. You all got money. And can't even say, listen, dude didn't change the cadence of rap. He can't pronounce words correctly because he has a mouth full of metal.
Mm-hmm.
If you had a mouth full of platinum and all that, you'd be sounding like this too. Yo. Take it here, guys.
Sounding drunk or high or slurring.
Go put all that crap in your mouth and try to speak the English language, and watch how it comes out.
Yeah, and have all that in your mouth. You gotta constantly have dental care, clean and floss your teeth. In fact, do any of these jokers be getting their teeth clean before they put that stuff in there?
Let's enlighten the people, shall we, Dave? Mm-hmm. They bring up the word platinum in its meaning.
Okay.
I'm about to do something real. Excuse me, what did you say? What happened? Yeah.
I did not say anything. Okay.
We're gonna sit up here and break. We're gonna show you what's in these guys' mouths. Okay. We ain't got to the food part yet. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna take the. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Platinum, a precious silvery white metal, the chemical element of atom number 78. It was first encountered by the Spanish in South America in the 16th century and used in jewelry, electrical contacts, laboratory equipment, and industrial catalysts. The gray, white, or silver color of platinum. Mm-hmm.
So that's what's in your mouth. That's what's in these guys' mouths. So what do you do when you have to eat? Do you take the platinum out?
Depends on what type of grill they got. If they got the one where they could just laid on top of their teeth, then yes, they could take it out. Recommend that they do. Otherwise, they might bite their tongues, they might bite their cheeks. Not to mention the constant exercise, because this metal is heavy. Trying to chew, you ain't gonna chew your food all the way because you're gonna be tired. Because that's like chewing with weights on. That's like you're putting weight on your mouth. So you're trying to chew that. So you're not gonna chew it as thoroughly as you used to.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can't even form. I don't even think you can chew with them in your mouth, right? You can't even chew.
The ones that got it permanently on there, well, sure, they don't have no choice. They gotta chew. Eventually, they'll get used to it. But in the meantime, while it's fresh, no spices food, they're sensitive to irritating foods. In fact, you might want to go liquid until you completely heal from the permanent fixture of this metal on your teeth. Yes, Mika, it is a recipe for disaster. I remember a classmate of mine with the gold. First, I thought that was ugly, and he's at a wedding and they eating food, and they like their food spicy. They got hot sauce, they got spicy food, and he's trying to chew it, and he's getting irritated because his gums and stuff are sensitive because he just recently put that on there, and they still healing from that. So it's like, ooh, it's burning in areas that weren't exposed to food like that before.
That's disgusting.
And then he had to go back to the dentist to get his teeth cleaned because he didn't know how to clean it with the piece on.
Right. You got all kinds of stuff stuck in there. How do you talk to a woman with all that crap in your mouth? You guys think that you're impressing women with all of this nonsense going on that you're displaying?
Yeah. And you gotta go through some extra steps. You gotta clean it with special type of toothpaste. And if you don't keep that up, your breath is gonna be atrocious. Because if you're not keeping up with the cleanup.
Now ask any of these rappers, right, to make a positive video for black kids, right? They will turn you down immediately. They will tell you that they're not a role model. And it's on the parents to do for their own kids. And they're right. But what you're not paying attention to is this. The reason why they're turning you down immediately because those kind of videos don't make any money. They don't make any money and the records don't sell. Why? Because the power structure don't want any positivity in the minds of young black men. They just don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think about the only thing they may or may not do good is buy their mama house. But this is the problem I have with that. I'm
gonna give you guys some homework. All right. When you get a chance, watch one of these rap videos. Okay. Migos, anybody with the drill music, whatever. Watch one of the videos, just one. And pay attention to what's going on in that video. Write it down. What you saw. You saw the rap artist sitting on top of a car flashing money. You saw him with all of these gold diamonds around his neck. Right?
Making it rain on strippers.
Making it rain on strippers, all kinds of stuff like this, right? Write all those stuff down that you saw in the video. Right? Then go watch other rap videos. And you will see the same thing. It's just done differently. But you will see the same exact thing. If you do your homework, you'll come back and say, Max, you're right. All their videos are the same. Yes. Things are just moved around so that they appear to be different. But at the core, it's the same shit. Bragging about money, flashing money, cars, women, mouth full of, precious metal. Same shit. Like I said, they may as well just pick one video that they all agree on and have that video represent all their music. Same video.
Shoot, you can go back. You can go back each decade. You're gonna see the same type of video.
Same video.
2022, 2012.
Same video. They've been making that same video for decades.
Mm-hmm.
Same video.
Mm-hmm.
Same concept. It's not going to change. They want to keep that because it keeps attracting black youth.
Mm-hmm.
As long as the trap is working, you don't get rid of it. As long as the trap continues to catch the bear, leave it there. So it can keep catching bears. Okay? I'm sorry, I don't know if we got way off track. Let's come back to what you were talking about.
Shoes. Okay. Well, I don't know if we can come back to it. What I was talking about was the woman that was agreeing with the manosphere that man built the world, but because of the statistics of men being homeless, isn't building homes a part of building the world and stuff like that, and they hated about it. So some of them answered it by saying, well, you women can be in construction. So I wanted to showcase this.
But that's not even an answer.
Yeah, it is not an answer. Definitely not. But that's them trying to, put it all on women again. I say, okay, well, there are some women who took up the challenge. There's a all women crew. You're right. You said, Max, that there are other black female construction company owners. There's those with mixed crew. This is an all woman crew. They're trying to say, they're gonna try to say this, knock down anything to say that there's no such thing as an all woman construction crew. They have to have the men to help with the building. She may be the owner in charge, but she can't do it with an all woman crew. Well, here's one all woman crew.
This is the master, and when the clients purchase the home, as you can see, we totally demo. This is going to be a living room. It's actually going to be beautiful because we're going to have a stone fireplace, and then this will be your kitchen nook area. We have our ladies prepping to paint. I grew up in Inglewood, south side of Chicago, and I saw so much disparity that I just want to be a change for our communities and our neighborhoods. I was sitting in a meeting, once again, it was all male contractors, and I thought about females can do this. Pink Heart Hats Construction is a full service construction company. We're licensed and bonded, licensed electricians, plumbers, we do roofing, siding, finished basements. We do everything residential and commercial.
We wanted someone who was very respectable, someone in this industry, someone who has a lot of experience. When we found out that it was a group of mainly African-American women who work, that's very empowering right there. Just looking at the work that they do, very phenomenal.
People, especially women and seniors, they want to see a woman. They're tired of giving a deposit, being taken advantage of, or the person don't come back and do the work. Our goal eventually will be in all 50 states, have women in Pink Heart Hats uniforms. I have partnered with Chicago Women in Trades. It's an awesome organization that help women get the skills to come and be able to work with Pink Heart Hats Construction.
Normally, like on a construction site or work site, you see a man doing like all the heavy lifting. But if you see a woman, it's like, whoa, this is really different and this is a change. Hopefully in the future, I'll learn more and be able to learn how to do this stuff myself.
Women just don't have to be teachers or nurses. They might want to be an electrician, a plumber, a painter. They may not want to go through 4 years of college. They can go through the trades. It don't hurt you to try something different. Don't let anyone stop you from your dreams and your goals.
All right.
Hey, John.
Okay. So yeah. So for these manosphere that keep saying, oh, okay, well, if you think it's so easy with construction, or no woman could do construction, not all woman crew, and this woman is doing pretty good. She got a branch in Indiana. In spite of they giving her hard reviews, giving her a hard time, because she's not only a woman owner of a construction company, all her crew are women, and mostly black women. As you can see, black women, and they have the hair nice. They got the little pink hard hats. They got their pink tool belts, the pink steel toe shoes. The shoes, even I call them the knee pads. You saw them pink knee pads. They doing it, and they building in community. In the community. If the men ain't gonna do it, and y'all just saying, "Oh, if women should do it, take it off," then you shouldn't be boohoo and hollering and fussing about when we do. If you're not going to do it, if you're not going to step forward, be lead, take and help build in the community, help take care of the community, that you just leaving it up for the women to have to step up. You don't need to wait for us, y'all the men, y'all the lead. Y'all just need to do it. Y'all could go into trade schools, learn it, even if you don't stick to it. There are young men now and young women, because I'm finding out there's more and more young women thinking about going into the trade, because they don't want to go to college, or they have no idea, and the money is in the construction, heavy equipment operators, carpentry, masonry, painting. You see them doing like electrician. I have a church member. She's a licensed electrician. It's just that she found out after she done it that she don't really care to deal with electricity, but she knows all the codes. She can recognize what the men are saying, and nobody that's dealing with no electrician can come and lie to her or fool her or put some cheap stuff or take some penny anything. In fact, when her and her husband were working on the house, she told him what to do. He did the physical work, and she made sure that they were up to code. Even though she kept her license up, she kept up to date, and she personally went into tax preparation. And her husband did not have an issue with his wife knowing more about electricity than he did. He was on top of it. Whatever she said had to go about the electricity is what she said. He didn't have no issues with it. He didn't have no problem with it. It didn't mess with his ego, because she knew and she was licensed. And hey, this is their house. This is his parents' house. This is her parents' house. You know, they did that together. But the manosphere is not looking to try to work together. They're looking at women as competition.
Here's my question, though. What does a woman, black woman, being good at something have to do with a man? What does that got to do with these guys? If a black woman is excelling at something, okay, she's excelling on her own merit, her own hard work. What does that got to do with you? I don't understand these dudes. You say she's masculine because what? She's excelling higher than you? And you got a problem with that? Like, well, why is that even First of all, that's none of your business. Two, it shouldn't be bothering you at all.
Uh-huh.
These guys are bothered by women being successful. Don't you understand? That makes everything better. Listen, if women are successful as men, or even slightly more than men, or greater than men, right? It makes for a better relationship because there's plenty of money. You got money, she got money. There's plenty of money. It makes things easy. Y'all can have the time of y'all lives. Okay? Easy. There's plenty of money coming into the house. Right? My wife didn't start working at the bank because I was able to take care of everything with trucking.
Mm-hmm.
She still worked until she wanted to retire, and we had plenty of money. What am I complaining about? We got plenty of money.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, if your woman wants to do something, as long as it's not hurting her, support her.
Yeah.
Get in her corner. If she wants to be an artist or a songwriter or a doctor, whatever, support her. You know, get behind her. Let her know that you are with her and you're there to do anything she needs. I always encourage my wife. You know, when she has an idea about something, I'm like, yeah, baby, go ahead. I'm with you. Okay? I'm with you.
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, you know, I hate to bring my family in it, but not just my family, but quite a few men said real men are not worried about their woman being more educated than them. A man wants a woman that is smarter than him.
My
A
wife
smart
has a
man gets a woman that is educated, has more education than him.
absolutely, because that comes in handy when you need calculations and all that, and you're doing stuff. Heck yeah. That's if you got a business. My wife helped me with my trucking business. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Not intimidated. Why should you be? Why am I intimidated by something she does to improve herself? That doesn't make any sense to me. What kind of logic is that? You are intimidated. Okay, you're the big bad manosphere. You're intimidated by a woman who's doing things to improve herself. What in the world does that have to do with you? And why do you have a problem with her doing something to improve her life, improve her intellect, to improve herself? I don't get it. You should be supporting her. If you were a woman and she says she wants to go to school, she needs more education, you should be supporting her.
Mm-hmm.
The only time you say something, y'all sit down and have a conversation, is when it hurts something. Then y'all got to sit down and talk about it. But if it's not hurting anything, it ain't hurting her, man, you should be cheerleading for her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sabrina, she is our girl. she's the best girl in the whole effing world. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I just can't get. I don't understand the guys who are intimidated. I can't figure that one out. I'm not even sure why you even thinking about it at all. You know, if she wants to improve herself, okay. What do you think education does? It improves people. So she wants to get a college degree. Okay. Ain't got nothing to do with you. I don't get that one, Dan. That one's got me confused.
Yeah.
You have a problem because she's educated. But she don't have a problem with you being educated.
No.
Some black women don't have a problem with you being uneducated.
No.
Now, those black women, their numbers are dropping because even they're starting to turn around and be like, wait a minute, you're going to have to do something. I understand you ain't educated. But you're going to have to get a job. You're going to have to go down to Squiggly Wigglies and mop the floor, take out the garbage, do something, bring a paycheck in the house.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not asking you to get an educated job. Go out and walk people's dogs for a living. But bring a paycheck into this house.
Yeah.
I don't understand. How is it that you're a man and you okay with being inadequate? You're okay with being inept? You're okay with that as a man. You cool with that. You're cool with being lame. These guys kill you because they think educated lame is a compliment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an educated lame. Really?
There'll be an educated mover.
An educated lame. Then look up the word lame, please. Yeah, you see, because we got to do this. We got to do this because people just don't understand the things that they say. They don't understand the words that they're using. They use these words and they don't know what they mean.
Okay. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. The first definition, especially of an animal unable to walk without difficulty at the result of an injury or illness affecting the leg or the foot.
Now that could be to a lot of guys with ankle injuries and walking around with a cane.
Yeah.
Go on.
Okay, of a leg or foot affected by injury. Okay, second definition. Of something intended to be entertaining,
Okay, stop.
uninspiring, and dull.
Stop. Okay, so let's go with the first one. What is it?
Unable to walk without difficulty as the result of an injury or illness.
It's kind of like in the movie Tombstone, right? When the cowboys came up on the Mexican police, right? And the priest was shouting something at them in Spanish. And Curly Bill told the little Mexican dude, hey, what did he say? He said, oh, sí, señor. He said something like someone will come to revenge for him. A sick horse come to sit with him. Oh, he's talking crazy. Paco carajo. Right? And then Johnny Ringo said, that's not what he said, you ignorant wretch. Your Spanish is worse than your English. So when you call yourself an educated lame, what goes to my mind is, He said somebody come to revenge for him. Something like a sick horse come to sit with him. Oh, he thought crazy. Paco Caraco. That's what goes through my mind.
Uh-huh.
And then it's followed up by, that's not what he said, you ignorant. No, this followed. I modify a little bit. That's not what you should say, you ignorant wretch. Your education is worse than your stupidity.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what's the other one? The other definition?
Uninspiring and dull.
Uninspiring and dull. So you guys are an educated lame. So you should go to him and say, hey, baby, I'm an educated lame. What if she pulls out a dictionary on you and look that word up?
She's going to get 3 definitions, and none of them is going to...
Right, and she gives you 3 definitions. Right, she gives you 3 definitions and then asks you, well, which one is you? Are you the dull and uninspiring and boring one? Mm-hmm. And these guys, these guys stand by being educated lames.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
And then one more. Look up the term educated.
Uh-huh. Okay, educated, having been educated. Result from or having a good education.
Boy, that sure tells us a whole lot, doesn't it? Is that it?
Well, they put educate underneath that one in the definition. Under educate, give it, give intellectual, moral, and social instruction to someone, especially a child, typically at school or university.
So by that education, by that definition, a monkey can be educated.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because a monkey can be trained. He can be taught. He can be educated.
Mm-hmm.
If you teach a monkey, right, how to open up a can of soda and drink it, he's educated. By that definition.
Shoots.
If you,
you teach them sign language.
Right. If you teach him sign language, according to that definition, he's educated. If you give him a broom and a dustpan and have him sweep and pick up the trash, take to the garbage can, he's educated.
Yep, that comes under give someone training in or information on a particular field.
Right. All right. So go ahead then.
Okay. So oh shoot, I lost original train of thought. Okay.
We were talking about black women being masculine. I mean, not masculine.
In the construction. Yeah. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. All right. So yeah. So hey, now y'all can no longer say men built the world, or they didn't build it by themselves. Because now we got women in construction, we got women in these fields, and y'all keep bringing it up. But if we to say what men built, you're gonna have to say what they built in the past. You're not saying what they're building right now. You're not saying what black men are building in the community.
Well, the black men in this community today aren't building anything. That's not even any hard answer. Mm-hmm. And you guys got to stop with the past. With this we didn't do a damn thing. They did. You need to change the we to a they.
Mm-hmm. Or our fathers, or our grandfathers, or our great-grandfathers.
Right. They built this. What you've done is destroy what they built. And you gave it away. You let someone take it from you.
Or you sold it to them. Or you gave
there were
up
There were a time where black people damn near owned all of Harlem. And it was thriving, bustling businesses, gave it all away, sold out. So you gave away what your ancestors built for you. But yet you want to sit up here and say, we built the world. We who? You know, I see you guys. You guys would like to talk about the past, right? To try to mask that to try to mask the fact that you're not doing anything here in the present. You're always jumping on the past, right? I noticed one name that you guys keep bringing up, Denmark Vesey. I don't understand because a lot of y'all don't believe in God. Did you know Denmark Vesey was a preacher? And that he was a man of God? That one always confused me. Okay, they bring up Marcus Garvey, whatever. But whenever they bring up Denmark Vesey, that confuses me because a lot of these dudes are atheists and they don't believe in God or whatever. They don't even like preachers. Well, Denmark Vesey was a preacher. He was a praying man. He believed in God. So I don't understand why y'all would bring him up. You know? Every time you get after this Negro, what does he do? He retreats into the past and try to make you feel guilty for not having an avid memory. I'm sorry, not having, a colorful memory of slavery in the past. See, a lot of these guys, all they do is study the past. So they can get on YouTube and run their mouth. Whenever you ask them, hey, black man, why is it today you don't have a damn thing? You don't have two nickels to rub together. Well, he'll answer you, my brother, we built the pyramids. My brother, we built society. Or as that lunatic RBR would say, we have 4 million years of African DNA.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid stuff, man. I mean, and it prevents, it shields them for having the answer for not having a damn thing going on today. Where are the Denmark VCs today? Where are the Marcus Garveys today? Where are
they're too busy wasting their energy trying to sleep with as many women as possible. And when they can't get the woman they want, they go to other communities. They want to sleep with the black woman, sleep with the white woman, sleep with the Asian woman, sleep with the Latin woman. Am I missing anything?
And then listen, They always want to run down these names: Denmark BC, Marcus Garvey, Thurgood Marshall, Medgar Evers, Dr. King, Malcolm X. What was it? Fred Hampton.
Mhm.
Those men were fearless, and they accomplished something in their time.
Yeah.
What have you accomplished in this time? Where are the new Fred Hamptons? Where are the new Denmark BCs? Where are the new Marcus Garveys? Where are the new Thurgood Marshalls? I tell you who they are. They're Kevin Samuels, Tommy Sotomayor, Tariq Nasheed, Red
Nah.
Supreme.
No, they can't be.
They're the manosphere.
Oh no!
Those are your new heroes today.
What? I never heard.
And don't let me forget about Sadnetta and the conscious community. You know what's sad, man? You got brothers walking around here who actually believe that bullshit that they speaking. They're okay with it. They don't have any shame to them. There's no shame that they haven't done a damn thing. They have no shame about that.
Oh no, they're proud of it. Let the community burn.
And they will sit up there.
Those men in the past would knock them upside the head.
And they will sit up there constantly gaslight you, try to make you blameful for all of the shortcomings of black people. Why they give these so-called debates that don't solve a damn thing. Brother Jabari is always debating someone with no real result in sight. It's just a pissing contest. I'm more of a smarty pants than you. My poopy pants is bigger than your poopy pants. There's more poop in my pants than there are in yours. I'm serious. The title of the debate should be Big Poopy Pants versus Little Poopy Pants. Who hopes to be Big Poopy Pants when the debate is over? The conscious community is one of the most hideously irrelevant, worthless.
I don't know. To me, they're starting to become a cult.
I'll take a rain check, okay? I got more bad things to say about it. I'm gonna write some of this stuff down. Let me see. Just irrelevant. And you know what I always say, yo, you need to be woke because they make money off of you. These guys are scam artists. They are confidence men and women. You got Zaza Ali feeding into this crap. Vibrations and stuff. Don't you know, haven't you noticed that everything is about them? These fools actually had an award ceremony. That was their way of giving back to the black community. We're going to give out awards. You know? And they debate all the time, right? And there's never really any clear result. There's a winner, but there's never any real clear result about anything. I remember Jabari was in somebody's chat, right? And I was chatting in there, and I was asking them questions. They wouldn't answer. And the guy on the panel kept protecting him from real questions. Because these guys are phonies. Sonetta, they're phonies.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Umar and Johnson, all these guys are phonies. The black men think this is some kind of word game. And that the one who speaks the most eloquent has the most fanciful and eloquent articulation is somehow going to be the savior of black people. I heard one of these fools say, nobody can handle him intellectually.
Well, they all believe that.
We have a lot of problems as black people, and they're serious problems. The majority of the problem with ourselves is very, very dangerous. Very dangerous, very problematic.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's it for me, Dame. I'm going to get on out of here. And I'll hang out in the Discord, wait for you to be done. All right, y'all. That's the end of it for me. Dame, thanks for having me up here. Appreciate it as always.
Okay.
All right, Ladies Night. Come on, y'all. We need to build Ladies Night back up. Okay? So keep coming out, keep supporting. All right, y'all. Peace, power, and unity. Talk to you later, Dame.
All right. Okay. All right. Good night. Peace, power, and unity. Black men of Generation X and Millennial era are alone or done for IMO. Okay. So, all right. So the next thing I want to showcase. Okay, we've been talking about homeschooling. Okay. Most of us agree for our black children, homeschooling be best. Not everybody's able to, but still want to keep it up. Okay, this came across me. Okay, this woman, she helped a lot of people with the homeschooling. Well, she came. There's always all kind of new information for those who are homeschooling, and this is the news. This is some information. I'm sorry, it's a little old, but I think it still applies. It's still good. Here we go.
Homeschool parents are eligible for Barnes & Noble's teacher discount of 20% off of books and toys to be used in the classroom. There are monthly teacher appreciation days where that bumps up to 25%. You're also eligible for discount snacks at the Barnes & Noble Cafe. But you cannot use your membership to get 15% off of Starbucks drinks. That's still a pretty awesome deal, so make sure you take advantage of it, especially before Christmas time. Homeschoolers get Apple Education pricing for qualified purchases, including laptops, iPads, and software. Many libraries limit most families to about 20 to 50 books that they can check out at any time. But teachers, including homeschool parents, can check out up to 180 books at my local library. So make sure you ask how many books you can check out as an educator or homeschooler at your local library. This is a great way to build a homeschool classroom library and not have the need to take your books back every week. Homeschoolers can get great deals on educational products like Mel Science Kits. Teachers and schools can get science kits like our sponsor of today, Mel Science, for cheaper if they order in bulk. And today, just because you're my viewer, whether you're a homeschooler or not, you're going to get a special offer from Mel Science too. Mel Science has over 100 science kits to choose from. So whether your child is interested in coding, chemistry, art, math, rocket ships, or hydraulics, there's a kit they will love. There are multiple experiments in each kit, and they have something for children to teens. My kids love that they can do most of the experiments independently with a little bit of guidance from me. Plus, I feel better knowing that they're not just learning science in theory in workbooks, they're actually being prepared for the society of the future, which requires grit and experimentation. Mel Science sent us a lot of kits, and after using them for the past few months consistently, I can genuinely say my kids feel like real scientists and problem solvers. Sometimes kids can doubt themselves and engage in negative self-talk, and I have noticed that by doing some sort of challenging activity where there is a problem to overcome and consistently seeing that after some work they can be successful really helps with that. They're really developing a growth mindset, and I absolutely love that by getting this consistent monthly subscription, my children think that science, technology, engineering, and math is fun instead of hard or boring. We talk a lot about how it's important for children to see people who look like them doing science and such, but it is equally as important to make sure our children are actually doing it themselves. So subscribe to Mel Science using my code and get 50% off of your first month.
Nice. How do you feel working through it? It took how many attempts? 3, 2, and you got it on the third attempt. That's not bad.
Check out the link in the description box below to get your special offer from Mel Science. Most states have federal credit unions specifically for educators and people who work at schools. Anyone who works at a school. What are the benefits of a federal credit union? They are tremendous. You get better rates on home loans, car loans, personal loans, and more. Many educators wouldn't even be able to purchase homes if it wasn't for credit unions. Many of these credit unions give out loans specifically to educators. Most of the time, these funds are to be spent on educational purposes. For example, if you get $1,000, think about what you could do. Maybe now you can put your child in those gymnastic lessons or ballet lessons or guitar lessons and pay it out over 9 to 12 months. Some are 0% APR, others are just very, very low. For example, one that I looked at gives teachers up to $1,000 to spend on classroom supplies each year with 0 APR. That's 0 interest for the entire year. Another gives teachers up to $2,500 a year to purchase electronic items for their classroom like laptops. That means you could purchase your iPads and laptops for your own children at 0% APR, and you're much more likely to get approved from a credit union than you are with any credit card or big bank. That's the same for home and personal loans. Depending on the credit union, they extend this offer to people who support the educational system, including homeschoolers. Make sure that when you're looking into educational federal credit unions in your state, you're looking to see how you can qualify and not just writing off that you don't qualify. For example, in Maryland, there's one educational credit union that says that you can join if you were ever a member of a public school in that area. And if there's no way for you to qualify, you can pay a $15 a year yearly fee as a supporter of education in that state and join the credit union. Here in Southern California, one of the credit unions is called Schools First Federal Credit Union. At Schools First, like many other credit unions, you can even be a contractor that the school has hired. A good example of this would be a Playworks employee. Make sure that you are checking out the fine print because there are many ways for you as a homeschool parent to qualify for this. Because you do homeschool, you have the knowledge, expertise, and time to help out the local school district in your area. The credit unions want to award people who are helping educate all of the students in the state, not just the ones that go to specific schools. So check around and see exactly what are the requirements and ask, how can I qualify for this? Remember, not every employee supports homeschooling or even knows that you can qualify for some things. So definitely call back a few times if you have issues. Just keep in mind the mission and spirit of whatever credit union you're looking into. And if you feel like you should be a member there, definitely go in and have a talk with them. Educators get 20% off of Adidas. You can be verified as an educator online or in person. It might be easier in person, especially if your state gives you an educator card. It might be a little bit more difficult if your state does not give you an educator's card for that, or if you don't have a private school affidavit. If this has been helpful, make sure you give it a thumbs up, check out our sponsor, and share this video with someone who could really use it. Bye-bye. Homeschool
All right. Yes. For those that are interested in homeschooling, here's some helpful homeschooling information. This lady is, I'm hoping I'm not messing up her name, Akiba Mays. And she helps a lot of people with the homeschooling, um, and parents interested in homeschooling, especially Black parents interested in homeschooling or homeschooling, and she gives all kind of information. So I want to showcase that. As far as I know, the information is still good, even though um it's my bad. It's 2 weeks old. But but some of that information is year round. It's good to know. Some of the stuff I did not know that in some places, if you're a homeschool parent, you qualify as an educator. Uh-huh. And about the federal educators credit unions. Yeah. Now I know there's been different things about credit. I know there's been uh, uh, teachers giving credit for supplies for their school. There's also all kind of contests going on in different places. I know Family Dollar had a big one a while back. Ugh. But each state is a little different. But it don't hurt to go looking. Okay. Now, okay, I'm finally going in. I'm not going to play too much of the next one. Okay, this program was sent to me by a church member. Well, because she was excited and proud. Her son is in this program that is talking about. And it's through HB. Okay, it's with the. Okay, hold on. All right. Okay, it's with the MDOT, which is the Michigan Department of Transportation, and it's an internship. And I was proud, wanted to showcase a little bit about this. And this internship program is an internship program with MDOT. I want to say MDOT. Oh, well, that's one way of saying it. But here we go. Oh, let's see. Let me add that. Okay, now here we go.
MDOT as an organization, being the first in the country to implement such a program, it's making a huge impact, not just for MDOT, but in the industry. The whole idea of the program is to expose not just MDOT to the students to MDOT, but the private sector to these students as well.
Oftentimes students, they matriculate through college, they graduate, but they don't have the support or the resources to get them to the next level. The students in the interns here are not only getting it from MDOT, they're also getting it from the consultants and the other sponsoring companies as well.
The TDRP program has really impacted my life in a positive way. It gave me the opportunity. I say the TDRP program actually serves as a bridge. On one side, a novice student just trying to figure out how to get through life. But on the other side, resources that you cannot find anywhere else.
So basically, the TDRP program has given me opportunities in engineering that weren't necessarily available to me upon my own self-discovery of engineering disciplines.
I did this internship last year, and I'm returning now because it was absolutely fantastic. Sometimes some people look at internship as just a job, but here at TDRP, they really want you to become a better engineer.
The program is extremely impactful because you see representation, and it's also about allowing students to have real world experience all across the board.
One thing that the TDRP program does for me and for DLZ and the region as a whole, it brings minorities to the area and to the region that potentially might come back and stay.
TDRP is playing a critical role in pivoting the transition of the transportation industry by bringing in young, fresh, innovative new minds, educating them so that we can have new ideas mixed with old proven strategies.
One thing about this program, it's just been incredible on how the leadership, those who run this program, have invested in the interns that are here, particularly around, the technical piece, but the relational piece.
Anything is possible when you have the right people around you and to support you. Today, I would personally like to thank Mr. Jackson, the TDRP staff, and MDOT, and HNTB for embracing HBCU students. Thank you for embracing our talents, our culture, and what we bring to the table.
The good you do with this program helps us to continue. It helps us to grow. It helps us to go back to Federal Highway Administration and say, look, we're making a difference out there because these students are getting professional jobs in the industry.
I am just incredibly impressed with the level of professionalism and the confidence that exudes from many of the interns.
For the ones that are considering this program, they should always come and open up their mind. Just be an oyster, always willing to learn, always willing to try something new.
Investment is the proof of value. And MDOT and its partners prove that they see value in young people by investing in them.
We wanted to make sure that they understood that they belong here, that they are accepted to be here, and that we really, really need them here.
There are so many possibilities for careers, and we want people to know that they are attainable and that this could be a great career to build a legacy for your family.
To me, I'm really happy that the students, they listen, they understand the importance of the role they play in the success and the future of the program. And you can't ask for more than that.
We're preparing a workforce that can be distributed across the country in fields of transportation. If you take a look at our logo, it says all in together. We have a plethora of knowledge, we have people, and we have passion.
Okay, that's the last thing I'm showcasing. I was so excited to see the young man. His parents are excited and stuff like that, and I was excited to see so many Black folks, the interns as well as the mentors and those part of the program. And I think that's what we need to do. We need to invest our time, our energy, our money into the young people. Because it seems like the older generations are fighting. They're not focusing on the community. They about pointing the blame. It's your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault. And so when we say that, concentrate our energy, young people, and so they can learn from our mistakes and don't fall in the same patterns that we have. Okay. Well, that is it. I'm going to end it on this. Wait. I'm still trying to get it going. So we're going to call it a night. Peace, power, and unity, everyone. Thanks for coming out. Even though the title didn't seem kind of promising, me throwing out, I'm just going to throw out showcase. But I'm glad y'all came. Hope y'all learned some things. I hope you found some interesting stuff. All right. And hopefully, hope for the future, and for the next generation. All right. All right. So, all right, everyone. So this is it. Peace, power, and unity. If we don't catch y'all tomorrow for Gen Culture, or Damon the Black Knight. Okay, then we'll catch you definitely next week for Ladies Night. Peace, power, and unity, everyone. Y'all have a good night.